Student charged after double murder in Kingston. An 18-year-old student was on Monday charged for a double murder, which occurred in the intersection of North and Orange Streets in downtown Kingston a little more than 2 weeks ago. This student, Everett Simit, otherwise called Giant, from Upper Oxford Street, Kingston 14, was charged following an intense investigation by members of the Major Investigations Division. Simit is charged with 2 counts of murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. He is charged with the killing of Junior Dante Mitchell, 23, who worked at the Overseas Examination Commission, and Donald Walters Jr., otherwise called Donto, 21, a car wash attendant from Dumfries in Denham Town. The incident occurred around 7:50 a.m. on Tuesday, October 22nd, the police noted. Reports indicated that Mitchell and Walters were walking along the roadway when 2 men armed with handguns approached them and opened fire. The men were shot several times and the gunmen fled. The injured men were taken to the Kingston Public Hospital, where doctors pronounced them dead. Following investigations, Smith was charged while in custody at the McCaffey Street Juvenile Remand Center following a question-and-answer interview in the presence of his attorney, Everton Smith. He is also positively identified by a witness on video identification parade conducted on Monday, November 4, 2024. Ghost shot dead in Perth, Manchester. A man was shot dead while walking towards his Clarkstone home in Perth, Manchester on Monday night. The deceased was identified by residents as Mickey Stevens, otherwise called Ghost or Brown Man. Residents told reporters that about 9:40 p.m., they heard loud explosions and subsequently found Stevens' body in a pool of blood with a gunshot wound to the head. Residents theorized that Stevens was walking home when he was attacked and shot less than 150 meters from his home and less than 100 meters from the Perth main road. Detectives processed the scene late Monday night as Manchester murder tally rose to 44 following the incident. Tropical storm Raell caused $621 million in damage to the agriculture sector. Damage to the island's agricultural sector resulting from the passage of Tropical storm Raell has been estimated at over $600 million. The estimate was given by Agriculture Minister Floyd Green in Parliament. He noted that Tropical storm Raell came at the worst time as the ministry was leading the recovery following Hurricane Beryl in July. Mr. Green said Raell unleashed heavy rains that led to floodings, landslides, and waterlogging in several parishes, including Manchester, Clarendon, St. Anne, St. Mary, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. Mr. Green said the ministry has accounted for approximately 5,000 farmers who suffered damage from Raell. He said farm roads also suffered major damage. He added that with more rainfall expected across the island, teams from the Rural Agricultural Development Authority (RADA) will undertake further assessment before a comprehensive program of response is outlined. He noted further that extension officers have been deployed to provide support and advice to farmers on crop care in the rainy season to minimize losses.
Our preliminary estimate of the damage stands at about $621 million. We have now accounted for about 364 hectares of crops that have been lost across these parishes, translated into about $200 million in losses. So from the total loss of $600 million, the crop portion is about $200 million. Again, unfortunately, we've seen some losses to our banana farmers. Thankfully, not as significant, nowhere near as significant as Beryl. Our vegetable farmers, 188 hectares, have been destroyed, affected about 1,640 farmers. Our plantain farmers did suffer some damage. Our fruits, we have about 41 hectares which were lost, affecting 282 farmers. And legumes, about 38 hectares that have lost about $2.8 million in losses. In relation to livestock, our total damage around livestock is $31 million. Again, with the biggest area being our poultry farmers. Thus far, we've accounted for 23,000 birds that have been lost, affected about 1,000 farmers, 569 layers, 134 pigs, 12 beef cattle, 334 goats, and 16 colonies of bees. Despite these numbers, the overall losses to the sector from the passage of Raell clearly is much less than Hurricane Beryl. Where we saw the most significant loss is in relation to our farm roads. The estimated cost of road repairs stands at about $382 million, affecting 191 farm roads, which are critical to transporting goods to market.
TVET in schools, St. Mary Technical and Ebony Richards' success story. Ebony Richards has been fascinated with electrical system. Now she has taken steps to match that keen interest with an apt school environment by returning to her alma mater St. Mary Technical High School as a technical and vocational training educator. The recent graduate of the Macquarie University College says her decision to return home is owed to St. Mary Technical's strong reputation in technical and vocational education and training TVET, its well-equipped facilities, and supportive learning environment. The school focuses on practical skills and has a great track record of success graduates in subject area. I believe it is the perfect or ideal place to develop my technical expertise and have a successful career in the field of electrical education, she noted. Richard said she developed a strong personality as well as a lifelong friendship and mentor during her time at the school. One of the main instructors is Richard Allen, who was recently highlighted in Education Minister Favor Williams' Teachers Tuesday Instagram Spotlight Initiative videos. Allen has been a teacher for more than 20 years. He currently administers the Industrial Arts portfolio at St. Mary Technical, directly teaching Industrial Technology Electrical and Electronics Technology CSEC level, Electrical and Electronics Engineering Technical, CAPE level, Electronical Installation NVQJ level 2, Green Engineering CAPE level, and Renewable Energy NVQJ level 2 through the school. Richards echoed his sentiments that the teaching strategy of project-based learning, with the added component of preparation for exhibitions and competitions and competitive displays, effectively delivers a curriculum that integrates theory and practical instruction and problem solving. For Richards and others, it also instilled passion for technical and vocational skills. One of the challenges during her journey, a project on circuit design, which is an intricate layout of the electrical apparatus arranged to provide electricity at certain specification, turned into a pivotal learning experience for the only girl in the electrical and electronic technology class at the time. Richard said the experience taught her the value of persistence and hands-on problem solving through a collaborative environment with her classmates, an approach she intends to duplicate with her students. I also hope to inspire and motivate students to pursue a career in electronic engineering by creating a more engaging and interactive learning environment. By sharing real-world challenges and applications, as well as successful stories from the industry, I aim to show them the tangible impact of their work, providing hands-on projects and opportunities for practical problem solving. I hope I will help them to see the immediate relevance and excitement of electrical work, she explained. St. Mary Technical was the recipient of electronic testing tools from Free Rock Trading Company in April. That equipment, along with the upgrading of the school's electrical classroom into a renewable energy laboratory at a cost of $20 million from the Ministry of Education and Youth, has made the school an exemplary lab site. Roy Taylor, Senior Education Officer in charge of Industrial Arts in Schools, said the ministry is working to upgrade different schools' technical and vocational skill laboratories each year to make them exemplary TVET labs. He said Allen's competence level and full support of the principal makes St. Mary Technical a model demonstration of the success TVET is in schools. The principal is supportive of the TVET programs in general. He has bought into the vision of having students leaving the school competent in one of the practical areas, and by competence, I mean they can move straight into industry after school or move on to higher education, Taylor noted. The ministry has trained 18 teachers from 16 schools to renewable energy NVQJ certification up to level 2, and Taylor is hoping that the teachers expose the students to as much hands-on learning as possible. Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary in the Education Ministry Dr. Kisan Throop recently updated staff and additional plans for TVET. She said a total budget of $400 million has been allocated to boost TVET education in schools over the next academic year. 10 schools will benefit from exemplary lab status, meaning their current infrastructure will be upgraded to make them model schools for their various TVET subjects. Of note, New First High School in Manchester is also the site for TVET laboratory expansion plans, with an intention to do upgrades to make it an exemplary TVET lab site, and funds already received towards the expansion of this industrial art program and completion of the mechanical technology labs. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.